All right, it's a big day. I've got heat, I got lights, I got my kitchen cabinet all in, I'm boxed and framed out, insulated really well. Things are looking great. I want to move in soon, but I need water. So the big tools are out. In fact, you ready for this? I got a scary tool, because today I'm hooking up my water tank. And hooking that up means I need to hook up a fill line, and I'm filling from the outside. Now, a lot of people talk about, oh, don't worry about filling from the outside. So I did put a locking cap on, so I'm not. Hopefully, people aren't going to mess with it. I'll notice if they do. They won't be able to get the cap back on. But yeah, I have to drill a 3-inch hole in the outside of my box. Man, am I nervous. I gotta be honest. It's stressful. It's a one-time thing, right? You screw it up, you have screwed it up. It's an expensive fix. You miss, you missed. And you may not be able to easily fix it. Fortunately, it's a fiberglass box. And yeah, I could take it somewhere and get it all patched so it disappears and drill it right this time. I've cut a couple holes already in the roof. It's a Unicell box. If you don't remember this truck, it's a Unicell box, 17-foot box. And what that means is that it's a one piece of fiberglass. There are no seams. I'm the only one putting holes in it. I've had 2 for my ceiling fans, and now my tank. And I wanted to talk to you about my tank real quick. If you're at all interested in putting in a great tank, the proper tank into your own custom RV or motor van that you're building, I'm going to make you a couple suggestions to you. Look up, if you don't have somebody local, I'm going to give you somebody you can call in Maine. I forget what town they're in. It doesn't say on their tag, but I'm going to show you their tag anyways. So here's the backstory. I went looking for a tank. And, you find a lot of already made tanks. They're spun, they're polyethylene. Find them online, pretty easy. Reasonably priced. Under a couple $100 all the time, for a 40, 50 gallon tank. They weren't quite right, the dimensions that I wanted. So I started shopping for maybe a used tank. I love repurposing stuff. And I have repurposed a number of things in my van. Like my kitchen cabinets you just saw. And that countertop came out of a house. The process of that took me to a guy in Maine who was selling a tank out of a fire truck. And it was 55 gallons. I thought, oh, that'd be cool. Well, I went and checked it out. He didn't know what had been in it. It wasn't just water. I couldn't use it. But I looked at the tank construction and said, wow, that's a seriously well-built tank. That you would never have to worry about. So my arm's getting tired. I'm going to switch arms here. So I happened to look, and there was a tag for this company in Maine, and I'm going to show it to you right now. These guys, call them. I hope that focused. I couldn't tell. So it's Triple M Plastics in Maine. 800-873-7767. Awesome couple. Been making tanks for like ever. They just really know what they're doing. And they give a lifetime warranty on their tank. That's crazy. Now, when I called them, besides getting a price, I wanted to know why their tank. Well, their tanks aren't spun. They're welded. And you can see the welds. It's a very thick tank. It's the 3/8 material. Beefy stuff. And, you ready for this? It's not polyethylene. It's polypropylene. And if you look at this, it's very smooth, except for where I might have scratched it on the outside, but on the inside, it's very clean and smooth. So the polypropylene, the spun stuff, will have a texture to it often. Nothing sticks to this. This is food grade stuff. Look on their website, people. If their website doesn't convince you to order a tank from them, I can't help you. That's really the way to go. The safest material, it's rugged. They test their tanks to 5 psi when the industry standard is 3. So they go up above and beyond and pressurize their tanks, which is why they stand by them for so long. And a great warranty. Actually, a guy told me, he said, yeah, I had to go to Florida. I had one tank fail once. I had to fly to Florida to fix it. All right, that's standing by your product. I would have expected I had to bring the tank to him if it leaked, but nope. That was impressive. And they're really nice people. Here's another thing I like. If you didn't notice the lid, this is all integrated in. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't protrude up. Gave me more room. It allowed me to mount in my lid a pressure gauge, fill gauge. And what's cool is I can take that out with the lid and everything and get in and clean if I need to. But cleaning is very easy. You just gotta spray with some pressure because it's a smooth surface. You don't have to reach to scrub anything. You can knock everything right off the side of this with just a little pressure. And yeah, there are 2 big baffles in this thing, but there's room to get around those baffles to clean and stuff as well. And I got a tank exactly what I needed. The exact dimensions with the connections pretty much where I wanted. All right. This wasn't supposed to be on the top. This is my feed to my pump. I originally wanted that on the side and coming in, but we had a miscommunication, and so. But it's fine. This is a good pickup as well, and I managed to make it fit still in my box, so it ended up being a problem at all. So here we go. That's everything about this tank. This is why you want to call these guys. It's a great tank. I'm excited to now fill this up as soon as I get my drain line hooked up on this end. And going down through the floor with a valve, and I've got all the rest of it to just kind of hook up. And so you'll get to see me go and do that now, and I'm going to cringe probably as I drill a hole in my van. Oh man, this is not good. All right, you screw it up, it's going to be very expensive. So I'm going to measure 4 or 5 times, and I'll probably still miss, but it'll be all right. I'll be close at least. All right, peace out. On to the next step. Oh boy. No turning back now. Okay, we're going to take a little siesta while I get a new battery. Okay, new battery. Glued to that styrofoam. I think I got to break that styrofoam out of there. So I can get through the 1/2-inch plywood on the inside. Hey, look at that. Oh, looks perfect. You want to see? Well, here's the result. That look pretty centered to you? Does to me. All right, pretty soaked. I'm going to clean that up. I got to find some silicone seal for that, and I got to start mounting that all together. Yay! Okay. Breather hose. Happen to have that. Picked it up for something else, and it goes on right here. So that's cool. It fits. Although it might help if I put the clamp on first. So I picked up a little clamp from DW Hardware. That would be my next door neighbor. And I think I can wedge that little clamp in there so that it doesn't come off or break. They don't really make that an easy fit, I'll tell you right now. But it's only for air. I don't think any water is ever going to wash back up into this. So let's hope this works. Yeah, I gotta admit, my neighbor's been like the best ever. He's honestly handy and help in carpentry. Helped me solve a few problems. He has a whole hardware store over there. So Now here's the challenge, is getting this on. And I'm toying around with pulling the fitting out, putting it together. I think that's going to be easier, and then tightening it up afterwards. So this actually has to come off now. It was worth a dry fit test to see if it worked. Alright, I'm going to go take that fitting off. Now if I did this right, that should all go together. So that's, I'm going to tighten this up inside instead of now, because I want that to potentially spin, or at least this to spin, and maybe pull in and out a little bit. I don't want to break anything. So giving it a little flex intentionally. And I'm going to put this back together. Not as easy as it looks now this time. I don't know why. Alright, try to turn this clamp out of the way. And I got a feeling it's going to still be in the way. So I may have to notch out for that clamp. I don't know. Yeah, this is not, that clamp is definitely causing me some problems. But here's what I know. It's actually just interfering with some insulation here. So I'm going to cut out some insulation with my nifty little screwdriver here. Don't want to cross thread this. It's kind of easy to do. And I still need to put silicone around this before I get it all the way in. Alright. This method may not be working, because I can't see what I'm doing and I can't line that up. I'm going to go and see what I got going on. Alright, I found the problem, and I actually got it started. I had that clamp I had on there, I had to tape the excess down. So I've got it started, but I've got to put a silicone bead around all of this before I tighten that up. So I got to go get my caulking. Silicone, caulking, something I got to put there. Alright. This is going to ooze out all over the place, I'm sure. Uh-oh. I'm out. clean up after this and we'll be good. Oh, I think that's beautiful. All right, it's in. Well, the real test will be when we go to fill it up, because it's a straight shot in. But that's it. Lock and cap. It just pulls out. Not a very big opening to get a hose in there. It's gonna be a slow fill. Oh, I'm probably gonna regret this one. It's what it was for, but I can always maybe upgrade it later. It'll get me started.